Hi, I'm Piers Ward and you've joined us at the stunning Asbury Hall Golf Club.
And today we're going through one of our Facebook followers' golf swing. Welcome to Me and My Golf TV. Okay guys, so today we're going to be reviewing one of our Facebook followers' golf swings, Steve Bromage. And we're here in the beautiful sunshine, Piers. No compression gear, what a difference.
First time we wore t-shirts this year, I think, together,
yes,
so
yes,
that's good.
What a difference, so I hope it stays like this. Okay, so today, again, thanks for all the interaction through these last couple of weeks, through Facebook and Twitter. It's been a busy couple of weeks with us filming for our website, which is coming out shortly, so very excited about that. And we haven't done that many videos with YouTube just because we've been so busy. So hopefully we're back on the trail again now and going to give you guys some good stuff for the season. So we're going to start today, as I said, with a swing analysis. And this is someone who sent his golf swing to us, saying that he's struggling with hook shots and push shots. So he's sort of struggling with just controlling that ball flight. So Steve, what we're going to go through, we're going to have a look at your golf swing and I'm going to get Piers to sort of demonstrate these things that you're doing and then give you a couple of things to check just to ensure that you can hopefully get a more consistent shot. So Piers, let's get stuck into it. So first of all, Steve, you're struggling with hooks and pushes. So we're going to go through first of all in the setup how we want to just change that really and how we can just have a look at what you do and then what we can adjust. So
yeah,
Piers,
absolutely.
do you want to take him through that?
Yeah, no problem. So Steve, when you're in your setup, it's not looking too bad from the feet upwards, but then when you get your arms onto it and the hands are forward ahead of the golf ball, but then it's as though the grip is taken with the shaft leading ahead of the golf ball. Now what happens as I then stand up and get the shaft neutral in front, you'll notice the club face is closed. So this is what's going to close that club face throughout your swing. So what we would prefer to see, instead of having the shaft leaning forward and then having the hands in relation to your body, let's get the shaft in front of you neutral, so the leading edge is pointing upwards, then take a neutral hold, and then place the hands down. And if you want to put it a little bit forward, then that's okay. But by putting the shaft forward and then taking your grip on it, it's going to close that club face.
Yeah, definitely. So just the setup there, slight adjustment, Steve, but the key thing for you is definitely the face position we need to sort out as we go into the swing at the moment. So that's the first thing in the setup. So let's go down the line view, Piers, for us now. So Steve, what we're going to go through here is again just a couple of checkpoints in your swing that are really causing the problem. So once you've adjusted this, it's going to change your club face position. So as Piers swings back to first of all parallel point 1.
Do you want me on the bad one?
Yes, the bad one, yeah, please.
Okay.
So this is where we see you, Steve. The club tends to get a little bit inside, so a little bit behind the hands at this point, and the club is closed. Okay, so meaning that the toe of the club is more pointing sort of downwards. Now, if we continue on from here now, this is where you'll really notice the difference. So at the top of the golf swing, we're going to notice that the club face, the leading edge is pointing up towards the sky. Now where we'd like to see it is parallel to this forearm, okay? We want to see this leading edge, the same angle as your lead forearm, okay, Piers, great. So, you know, the face is so key, it has the most influence on the direction of the golf ball. So if we can get your face more neutral, then it's going to make a big difference. So 2 checkpoints then, here we go, let's go from the first point then, Piers. So,
okay, going with a neutral grip.
Neutral grip now, yeah, good
neutral
grip.
setup.
Number 1. As you swing back, I want you to check this for us, Steve. I want you to make sure that the toe of the club is a little bit more upward. Okay, before it was down and the club was behind your hands. So I want you to make sure, first of all, the club is up in the air, the toe, and the shaft is parallel to your target line as opposed to being over here. Okay, next one. As we swing back to the top, I want you to notice now the leading edge is matching the lead forearm. If you can get it as close as possible to this, then that is going to help neutralise your ball flight. Okay, so this isn't a quick thing either, Piers, is it? I mean, these small changes in terms of from a really close club face where yours is there, Steve, if we were to go straight to a square face, what's going to happen?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what will happen, you'll find, Steve, is that you will have built in lots of little mini compensations in order to get the golf club anywhere near square. So we can change your ball flight dramatically by changing the face position. So you're probably going to find the golf ball, if it's used to coming in a closed position, you're doing everything you can to sort of block that out and slow the club face from turning. And you're going to actually hit them out to the right now once you get the neutral face position. But then obviously you can go from, you know, the compensations you had, and you haven't really got to know about those compensations. Get the club face square like Andy has said, get it nearer the plane, and then you'll work out how to just hit the ball more naturally from there and more neutrally from there.
And one thing you'll find, Steve, at the moment you mentioned you're getting some hooks and you're getting some pushes. If you have the face square, you will hit the same shot, okay? If the face is more square for you, it may just be a little bit of a tail off to the right. Okay, now it's much easier to control a predictable ball flight and play with that on the golf course as opposed to one that hooks, one that pushes. So I think consistency, as we hear that word so much, Pierce, is a massive thing.
Totally. And just going back to you saying about the push there, Andy, the push is happening because you're trying to stop the hook. So the hook is the natural thing that your body will want to do once you close the club face. But once you then actually hit a few shots to the left or hit too many shots to the left, your brain goes, don't do that, start hitting out to the right. But then unfortunately you're hitting it right, you're hitting it left, the target doesn't often get hit then.
Definitely, yeah. So the compensation is definitely based around the club face. So Steve, get the club face correct. It's going to be much easier for you to get that golf ball under control. Like I say, it may start to go a little bit right, but you'll find it much more easy to control that as well. So post your comments again, work on that, Steve, and give us your comments underneath. Any of you guys would like to have or have the chance to have your swing analysed, then check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and you'll see all the details on there. And from me and Pierce, we look forward to seeing you next time on Me and My Golf TV.